Hey my dudes, want to learn how to draw a SplatCat? Here are the supplies that I personally like to use. Mechanical pencil, kneaded eraser, cold pressed watercolor paper pad thing, a ruler, a couple microns, Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay Black India ink, a super cheap paintbrush that's taped together, a paper towel, a dirty palette, a tiny bit of water. You don't have to use any of that if you don't want to. I personally struggle with remembering where the center of a page is. That's where the ruler comes in. Now on to the actual SplatCat itself. The only thing that I would say you want to look out for is making sure you leave two little triangle-y type blobs for the ears. Let's put an ear here. Let's put an ear there. Looks like a splat to me. We can't forget the poor splattered tail. How's that? Little random splats. Let's throw a paw down here and a paw up here. But now our blobcat needs a face, and I like to use perfect circles. I think it's extra cute when the eyes are not the same size. Imperfections are adorable. Little teardrops to mimic jelly whiskers. Now for the ears, we can just fit a smaller triangle in our little triangle blobs. And we just follow our splat. In these areas, you can have it break and then come back out over here. Now that we got our basic outline done, I will take this kneaded eraser and mush it all around to kind of pick up some of that excess lead. I actually don't mind if there are some sketch marks left behind. I think it looks charming, but you do you. Now we take our micron or whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. We just start giving them an outline. Sometimes, like in these little spots right here where it dips, I'll go just a little bit thicker because line weight is exciting. Okie dokie, so we have our lines. They could look like this or they could not. It's all good either way, but I like to do the face next. I like to just do big ol' circle eyes. You know, I started drawing eyes like this because I could never draw a circle, but then I kind of liked how a bunch of attempted circles looked, so. And for that inner line, I like to use a 005 micron. It's just a smaller pen. Let me zoom you guys in. What? And I like to use a broken line work kind of style that I first saw from Casey Golden. So if you ever see this somehow, Casey Golden, thanks, because this is really cute. I'm just now realizing I should have filmed this from this angle the entire time, but I didn't. Line, dot, line, dot, 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 line, dot, line, dot, dot, line, dot, line, dot, 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 line. Give them little dots. Generally, microns are pretty good about not smearing, but anytime you do dots like that, give it extra time to dry or they will smear. More light erasing. Grab your dirty palette, or a clean one if you're, put together. Smidge of ink. Get just a little bit on the end of your very cheap brush, and then pour some water. I like an extremely light wash for my blobcats. Now we got a wet brush. We just fill in the inner blob. Don't worry too much about staying in the lines, because I think, again, imperfection is really what makes these guys so cute. Once the first layer is dry, I like to go around the eyes just lightly. I like all my creatures to look as if they have not slept in a fortnight. Now we can take uncut ink, fill in our border. Sign your work because you did great. And now you have your very own SplatCat. I am not a teacher, I did not go to school for this, but I hope that something here was helpful. If you draw your own SplatCat or blobcat, tag me because I think it'd be cool to see. Later, Tater.